MBA Panda, your weekly bite-sized business wisdom. What if life came with a playbook, a set of timeless rules to help you make decisions, face challenges, and build something extraordinary, not by luck, but by design? Most of us stumble through life making the same mistakes over and over, hoping that experience alone will make us wiser. But Ray Dalio, the billionaire founder of Bridgewater Associates, discovered something different. He learned that success isn't built on talent alone. It's built on principles, simple, repeatable truths that guide how you think, work, and live. This isn't a story about Wall Street. It's about learning how to think clearly, face reality, and make better decisions, no matter what game you're playing. Ray Dalio didn't start as a genius investor. He started as a kid from Queens who traded stocks from his bedroom and lost nearly everything by his mid-30s. In 1982, after a bad bet on the economy, he was forced to lay off every employee in his company, including his friends. He was broke and humiliated, but that failure changed him. He realized that mistakes weren't something to fear, they were data. Each mistake was a lesson pointing toward a better principle for living and working. So he began writing them down. Every decision, every reflection, every truth that worked. Over decades, these notes evolved into a system that guided one of the world's most successful investment firms, and later became this book, Principles, Life and Work. Dalio wrote it for anyone who wants to understand how life really works and how to make it work for you. The first principle sounds simple, but it's one of the hardest to live by. Face reality, even when it hurts. Dalio says, truth, or more precisely, an accurate understanding of reality, is the essential foundation for any good outcome. When we ignore problems, we don't eliminate them. We just postpone the pain. He learned this the hard way after his early financial collapse. It forced him to confront his own blind spots, his ego, and his assumptions. He calls it radical truth. See things as they are, not as you wish them to be. In life and business, pain plus reflection equals progress. If you can stay curious in moments of pain, instead of defensive, every mistake becomes a teacher, not a sentence. When Dalio rebuilt Bridgewater, he decided to design it like a truth-seeking machine. Meetings were recorded. Feedback was brutally honest. Even the CEO, Dalio himself, could be criticized by interns. It sounds extreme, but the goal wasn't cruelty. It was clarity. Dalio believed that ego and fear block people from seeing reality. Radical transparency removes those barriers. He said, people who are afraid to look at their mistakes or weaknesses don't learn. By creating an environment where truth mattered more than hierarchy, Bridgewater became one of the most successful hedge funds in the world. The lesson? Don't build teams that protect feelings. Build teams that pursue truth. Because truth, even when uncomfortable, is what drives growth. Dalio condensed decades of experience into a system. The 5-step process for success. 1. Have clear goals. 2. Identify problems standing in the way. 3. Diagnose the root causes. 4. Design a plan. 5. Do what's needed to push through to results. Most people fail not because they're incapable, but because they get stuck between these steps. They don't define their goals clearly enough. They mistake symptoms for causes, or they give up before taking action. Dalio used this framework not only for investments, but for his personal life, health, relationships, even leadership decisions. He says, if you can do these 5 things well, you can achieve almost anything. Success, he reminds us, isn't magic. It's a loop. Learn, adjust, repeat. Imagine you're both the engineer and the machine of your own life. Dalio says, view yourself as a machine operating within a machine. When something breaks, a project fails, a relationship goes wrong, don't just react emotionally. Step back and analyze it like an engineer. What part of the machine failed? Why? How can I improve it? He even applied this logic to himself. When he noticed recurring patterns in his behavior, he wrote algorithms to predict his own decisions. That's how Bridgewater's famous decision systems were born. The takeaway? Don't just live life, design it. Detach from your emotions long enough to see patterns, and use those patterns to improve your machine. Dalio believes evolution is life's greatest force. The people in organizations that survive are the ones that adapt. He says, the key to success lies in knowing how to suffer well. Pain isn't the enemy, stagnation is. He describes life as a constant loop of trying, failing, learning, and improving. And every loop makes you stronger. Bridgewater became a living example of this idea. A company where mistakes weren't punished, they were studied. Every error became a case study in getting better. If you want lasting success, don't aim to be perfect. Aim to evolve. Because those who learn faster than others will always win. In the end, Principles isn't a book about business. It's a philosophy about life. Dalio shows us that we don't need to be born brilliant or fearless. We just need to be students of reality, humble enough to learn, honest enough to reflect, and brave enough to act. Every pain you face is a signal. Every mistake is data. Every principle you uncover brings you closer to a life designed, not by luck, but by intention. If you want to apply Dalio's wisdom starting today, write down your own principles. Observe what works and what doesn't. Face your problems with honesty. Reflect deeply, and keep improving your machine. Because the path to mastery isn't about knowing everything. It's about learning from everything. That's how you build not just success, but a life that works. Thanks for watching MBA Panda. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with a friend who loves business insights. If there's a business lesson or topic you'd like us to cover next, drop it in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, keep learning and keep growing.